Greetings, I am Lies.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together. All right.
Yes.
So we are a little confused at where we are going with this thing, but it's supposed to still have psychological themes. So we'll see how it is.
Real quick point. I was actually talking to my friend about it earlier.
Okay.
Was that I'm kind of curious about what you guys think.
Yes.
I can't tell if the main character is actually telling us the truth. One, in regards to, so he says every time that he walks away,
that he'll describe what's going on behind him when he's not there.
Because I can't tell what kind of goddamn game this is. Where it's going, are you just supposed to also know the main character and everyone else, or is it mostly built off the main character's perspective, or what is this? So is he generating more falsehoods about the fact that did he actually, one, walk away, or two, did he walk away and now is telling you basically a fib, a lie about what is occurring on behind him? He is fabricating even more story about what's occurring behind him.
And again, like, is he lying to us, the people watching him, and
which
is this
sounds
game
weird,
self-aware kind of thing? But also going, I walk away, and then this thing happens while I'm gone, kind of thing. And so it's like, is he lying to us, the reader, or is he an omniscient narrator?
Right, and there's also that fact that for me makes this a little bit of a difficult game to interact with because you don't know what to trust or what to believe in, so it's just confusing.
We're doing, because again, we have 3 layers of setup here of one being in an, like, basically enchanted, experience with 2 of your best, 2 friends, and one of them being, I'm telling a story about how I learned to play piano after someone shot my dreams down by insulting me, and then also this story of I'm in school and I'm a prankster.
And I'm perpetuating cycles of abuse.
All right, here we go.
It's fine.
No, wait. What am I doing? I mean, yeah, okay. Maybe I just got caught up in all the excitement. There is your cozy, messy room. I kind of love it. Let's just say that sometimes I get lost in thought and maybe lose control of myself. It's because of those kinds of situations that I'd rather take things slowly and consider my options first. It's all about figuring. It's fine. When I decide to improvise, nothing good ever comes of it. Okay. So impulsiveness has not served you well, apparently.
Okay.
After leaving the playground, I tried to catch up with the mysterious girl before I lost sight of her, while also trying to be careful not to let her see me. Now that's not going to go well.
What?
I couldn't just approach her with other people around. They might get the wrong idea if she goes on the defensive or accuses me of something. I see. Finding the ideal moment was essential, although I think my decision was bad since I decided to, hide inside of a cardboard box? This sounds insane.
Alright, this sounds completely bizarre and unreasonable. Again, though, I'm also having a hard time about this game, so, I'm kind of curious going, what's the point of it? Is it actually, we're just flapping around with anime tropes that are a couple of decades old, or...
And again, it had, massive good reviews in the store and stuff like that, so we're I don't know. But we're gonna plow on ahead and see what we can figure out.
Alright.
Hide inside of a cardboard box with a window cut out of it. Like in that one kid's game, every time she'd make an unexpected movement, I'd stop and conceal myself under the best possible camouflage ever. Sounds bizarre. It was an easy task, considering my 35 years of experience as a triple agent for some of the most important spy agencies in the world. So here's the thing is I keep feeling like he's narrating to us, the viewer, because otherwise, if this is what's going on in his head, he's kind of monologuing to himself in his head, a fabrication, because obviously 35 years, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, no, to be honest, it was just an excuse to spy on someone while hiding inside a cardboard box. Sounds more fun. It was on my bucket list. My intentions were good, and that's all that matters, right?
I mean...
This is so weird. What? It was a pity that everyone kept pointing me out. It sure didn't help my stalking. What's their problem with people who like hiding in cardboard boxes? If it becomes a trend, you'll all come begging me to help.
I feel like you want to get caught, though. There's a thing of, again, how much is this character being truthful or not? So, sorry, I've been doing some thinking because I've been really, I'm not connecting to this story. And because I also cannot tell what the hell is going on, really.
And the whole setup is everything's a lie, 1,000 lies, people lie, the biggest liar is the one with the most truth, whatever.
Yeah.
So we're is it actually trying to mislead us? And are you a completely unreliable narrator? And is that what the game's telling us?
Which doesn't always really make for a fun read, believe it or not.
Unless, the only times I've enjoyed an unreliable narrator is when they're telling you a story that's consistent but is not true. And you can figure out where the untruths are by basically the reactions of other people slowly. Sort of like the argument about Bella Swan, where she's constantly narrating that she's not socially valuable and she's not pretty and she doesn't do well with people, and that everyone's always trying to pay attention to her. She has low self-esteem. She's an unreliable narrator. She's telling you she's not pretty, not because she's not pretty, but because she doesn't think so, and she's in her own head.
Right.
That kind of thing. And so, like, at that point, it's like you can see the difference if you like. I don't know. Still, I had to say it was incredibly uncomfortable. It's a good thing I'm the kind of person who follows his convictions through to the end, no matter what.
Okay.
By staying well hidden, you mean inside a conspicuous cardboard box, I was able to continue following my target while people were pointing you out and making you obvious more. After changing streets, the target changed directions at an intersection and went down a street I knew well, since I usually take it on my way to school. It was hard to keep up with her the whole way. I'm not good at sports. In fact, I'd say I'm below average as far as proficiency is concerned. Not that it's easy to sprint while wearing a box. Is she still running the whole way? But that girl seemed to be competing for the 20-kilometer power walking Olympic gold medal. Why was she in such a hurry?
Because you're a weirdo in a box
Still following her? We
What?
passed a flight of stairs that would have been a good place to stop, take the stairs down and return home. I live nearby, too. What a pity that my common sense was turned off or out of range. Maybe the cardboard box stopped the connection from getting through. Okay. Finally, we reached an apartment block, forcing me to leave my companion cube behind. Oh my god, you said companion cube.
Yeah, it's having fun being like, but references.
I'm gonna drop
aren't I
references everywhere. I discreetly followed behind her and used my foot to catch the door before it slammed shut. Then I snuck into the lobby. I'm assuming this is an apartment complex that you have to code into.
Right.
In for a dime, in for a dollar. By then, I'd probably lost sight of my objective. Probably?
Probably?
You don't know if you'd lost sight or not? Or again, are you talking to us? I had probably. I ran up the stairwell as quickly as I could while my target used the elevator and found myself in front of the apartment she entered only moments ago.
What? How do you know that?
What? Unless you, like, heard the door closing on that specific apartment? I don't know. The pursuit should have ended there, but then she came back out of her apartment. It took less than a minute for her to reappear, having left all of her art supplies inside. Luckily, I was hidden out of sight in the stairwell. Imagine my surprise when she not only walked away, but also left her apartment's door ajar. This sounds insane. Thing is, I've never been good when it comes to resisting temptations, so I took a small peek inside. I saw a single light on in one of the rooms. Good thing nobody else lives there. That brings me to now. I'm shamelessly breaking into a girl's apartment. Oh, her room is messy like yours then, I guess. I was drawn to the light like a moth to a flame, seeing as the rest of her apartment was veiled in darkness. She definitely lives here. The walls are filled with pictures of her family, and friends, and not by herself, it sounds like. It's a bit messy overall, but my room's still worse. At least here I can actually see the floor. You sound depressed.
You kinda do.
She even has some sports trophies on display. The closest thing to trophies you can find in my room is my figure collection. Figurine collection? Statuette collection? I don't know, just figure work? Alright, worst of all, I can't find any clues to the mystery. My package definitely isn't here, and there isn't any evidence that she knows me somehow. You searched everything that quickly? I shrugged before deciding to leave, but not before returning the pencil I found at the playground and placing it on her desk to be as conspicuous as possible. I figure it's the least I can do now. At first, I thought about leaving it with the rest of her art supplies, but I couldn't find them. So on the desk it goes. I make my way through the darkness and out of her apartment, quietly grumbling and wondering how I can be so unlucky. The front door is difficult to open, even using my full strength, because the frame is close to the floor. I make it resistant to movement. So, like, it drags over the carpet, I guess?
That's kind of what that sounds like.
Okay. But carefully, I manage to quietly open the door into the hallway, and she's out there?
Yeah.
Wait, does her door open into the stairwell? Because that's what I'm getting here.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting too.
Isn't it hilarious how easily I can just close the door again? Like, so this is inside of the stairwell, which should not be outside of her apartment. Unless, of course, you're just trying to confuse us. Sweat is suddenly pouring down my body, quicker and harder than any monsoon. She, the mysterious artist, is now standing on the other side of the door. Not that it's weird, considering this is her home, but why'd she come back so soon? Why is she always in such a hurry? Calm down. Siren, calm down. She's outside, and she saw you, but this isn't the end of the world. I've got it! I can jump out through the window. It's only the top floor and I can fly away. Yes, fly away. What am I saying? I yell on the other side of someone else's door, I guess.
You just want to be found out? Is that what I'm picking up on here?
Or get in trouble, or have bad things happen. The adrenaline rush isn't letting me think clearly. My mind is foggy, and it feels like my thoughts are at odds with each other. You know, leaving the door ajar could have been a clear indication she was going to be back soon.
You smarty.
On one hand, there's a chance that she's the culprit of the malevolent evil. If that's the case... Sorry, email. I can do this. If that's the case, then she won't think it's weird that I'm here and we can talk it through.
Because I was about to say malevolent evil would be a little redundant.
Which is super redundant, which is why I was confused for a second. On the other hand, she might not have anything to do with that, and it'll look like I'm a common thief who sneaks into my victims' homes. I'll have to take everything into careful consideration. In some places, they'd take me out back and shoot me for being here. Wait a minute. I've got an idea. Yes, an idea. It isn't a good one, I know, but it's better than trying to fly away, and that's good enough for me.
The fact that she hasn't freaked out or panicked or anything else is...
a little wild.
Weird.
I mean, on the other hand, if it's somebody your age, like when I've randomly seen people around my age when I was a teenager, you're just like, what's going on?
Right.
Rather than, oh my god, scary, you know, at least for me.
Right.
So she could just be like, okay, and now there's a dude in my house. And if she didn't realize you specifically were following her, it's just some weirdos following me, and now there's a kid in my house, you're just like, what? Mostly like a
maybe.
what?
Yeah, maybe. I guess.
Actually, I don't even know if it'll help me, but it's already too late. I have to try. I take a deep breath, release it, and then brace myself to speak quickly enough that the artist won't have a chance to respond until I'm done. Hello in the name of freedom! Ah, this is the second floor, not third, right? Your commies sure build weird houses.
You
commies. What's with the flag?
Oh, he's pretending to be a foreigner.
Ah.
Oh, is it more socialist in Spain? Is this the joke?
In America, we build real houses with real first floors. None of that ground floor crap. Tries to change his accent. And why you gotta call it ground floor anyway? It's got a fucking proper floor, don't it? Alright, PG-13. Oh, right. Who even calls it that? Speak American, why don't ya? No hard feelings, right? I come in peace. Don't y'all worry. I'm from America, and America is the gospel of the new world. Long as you believe in freedom, so too will I believe in you. Everyone is American at heart. Hallelujah, praise Jesus. If you exist, America will come for y'all. Freedom is just like real American hamburgers. Everywhere. Every man, woman, and child of this world. She's just like, I have to listen to this monologue this whole time. That isn't a freedom-hating, baby Jesus-killing terrorist foreigner kebab and feels the power of freedom in his heart, or her heart, is a child of America, a brother in arms. Won't y'all let your brother into your house, your castle? My casa, ain't that what y'all Mexicans always say? Ha 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 ha. God bless this country, little girl, and God bless you. Ha 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 ha. The girl, overwhelmed by my pseudo-patriotic spirit, takes a couple of steps backward, speechless. She doesn't scream, just asks who I am. I decide to really get into character and speak with the composure of a true American hero and the grace of one of the founding fathers of the Constitution. Remember my name, little girl, 'cause I'm only saying it once. The name's John. John Mackenzie. Something happened. The lights suddenly go off, and I opt to take the opportunity to run to the stairwell and flee like a hillbilly is taking
pot shots
at me. I see. I would love to say that the miracle was thanks to the soul of Benjamin Franklin summoned by my patriotism, who then destroyed the electrical system. Sadly, that wasn't it. It was thanks to the automatic timer on the apartment that turns off the porch lights after several minutes to conserve energy. It wasn't part of the plan, but I ran with it anyways. Okay, so when I was in China, they had a lot of their exterior lighting was on motion sensors.
Right.
And so it would turn off. So all your stairwells were utterly dark, and your hallways were dark until you moved into them, and then they would light up. Okay?
Okay.
And some of them were also sound activated, which was super cool because you could yell that you were coming, and then they would just turn on.
Oh.
It was kind of cool.
That is kind of neat.
It was
I like
super
that.
fun. You could just yell into the stairwell and the lights would come on.
That is wild and incredibly useful.
And then they would go off after a time. So if you were just sitting hanging out in the stairwell, the light would just go off. However, if she walked up to the door, it would have been recensored. However, calling it a porch light, what's in a hall, I'm a little lost.
Yeah, no, me too.
So I got nothing.
Maybe it's a cultural thing or potentially a bad translation, because we did find out this game
was originally in
truly
Spanish.
like España. So this is Spain. Spanish. Yep.
Anyway, and has been translated to English. I was gonna say, but those are a thing. So the timer, like lights. But I ran with it anyways. What I'm focusing on right now is escaping as quickly as possible. I'm running out of time. After all, soon the lights will turn on again. Also, this sounds like deep in the center of a apartment complex, or in the middle of the day for it to be dark, which sounds like one of the big buildings that I was in when I was in China. Incredibly cheap housing, because my friend was, a English teacher and was staying in a teeny tiny apartment in this like 31-story building where the apartments are like, I don't know, they're the size of like like what I've seen for studio apartments, maybe 500 or 600 square feet.
Okay, yeah. So a little small. Yeah,
a little small. I was gonna say, and that was all of them were in the building.
Right.
And yeah, there were not interior windows to that building at all, just apartment doors. Anyway, is escaping, so all the lights will turn on again. Beef. Ready?
Save!
Ha 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 ha. Right, I knew it. I was supposed to be the good guy. How did it turn out like this? And why did I ever think pretending to be an American was a good idea? At least I managed to get some distance, I guess. I say out loud while I'm running.
Sort of.
I'm cursing my bad luck, but not out loud. When I hear the sound of the elevator moving, must be the girl trying to catch me. You're running at top speed, and you can hear the elevator moving?
Whoa.
I'm already bad at improvising, but I'm even worse under pressure. The same stairs, but we're just going around the stairs. I love this idea that we're just going down the stairs and going around another fold to identical stairs and going down and going around to another set of identical stairs.
Right.
I stumble a couple of times on my way down the stairs. That's just the risk one takes when jumping down 5 steps at a time. Ow. Now, how unfortunate that my fear became a reality. Right before I could sprint out of the building, the elevator arrives at the bottom. There's no other way to escape. The building is narrow and each floor has only one elevator, a set of stairs, and 2 apartments. That is a really narrow or really big apartments kind of building.
Like, wow.
I could try to push my way out, but I don't want an assault charge on me too, which would happen considering my awful luck. I had decided to run back up the flight of stairs when one of the apartment doors behind me opens, revealing one of the other residents.
Hey, what was that scream just now? Came from upstairs. Is everything alright?
While the distracted tenant goes up the stairs, I take the opportunity to sneak into his apartment before he returns. Oh my god.
What?
Yes, I'm sneaking into another apartment. So what? You don't know that he lives alone. Who even cares at this point? I've been having a brain fart for too long now. I can't think. It just sounds like so much weird shenanigans. I don't get it.
I don't either.
After I enter the apartment, I push aside the curtains, concealing the glass doors to the balcony, and walk onto it. There doesn't seem to be anyone else in the apartment, and I can't come up with any other way to escape anyways. Shrouded by darkness, I search for some way to make my exit via the balcony. If you're on a balcony, you shouldn't be shrouded by darkness, because those should be window doors.
Yeah.
Like, the balcony door should have a window.
I'm like, what do we...
The apartment is only on the 2nd floor, so I'm safe to jump down, but I'd prefer to just climb down using the lower floor's barred window. Okay? I make sure that the fall is less than 3 feet, and I'm out. I'm out.
Right?
Surprisingly, my escape went smoother than expected. It was almost too easy. I can't believe it! It's still dark, in blackness, outside. As I caress my right leg. Why would you caress your leg? I expected it to ache from the pressure of that jump. Thankfully, everything seems fine and I'm totally unharmed.
So does he have like an old injury or something?
Or did you land on one specific leg? Like I landed on one foot?
Maybe.
I caress. Not I feel or check or inspect, I just caress my leg.
I caress.
Lands! Lifts your leg up into sexy high heel pose. Gently caresses it as if
Your
you're wearing a
whole
split leg dress.
leg.
Ooh.
The entire leg experience.
Uh-huh.
La, 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 la.
I am totally unharmed. Stop wasting time and begin running. I stop wasting time and begin running, overjoyed the whole way home. Everything happened so fast. I try to convince myself that it was all just a bad dream. Tomorrow, I'll forget about it. For some reason, though, I can't stop laughing. You sound panicked.
You
like
really?
A lot of people do hysterical, panicking laughter kind of thing.
Like, wildly so. That's chapter 2?
or that
we're
was,
getting
this is
to
chapter 2. Yeah.
Like, dang. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna go ahead and end here because that's a really good place to stop. So thank you very much, guys, though, for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos. If you're having a good time with us, please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or Patreon. We've got some links in the description down below. And I have been Scandal.
And if you have any thoughts on this whole experience, we would love to hear them.
But again, spoiler-free.
If you've got them.
I feel like we might get to a point where we ourselves will go look up something because I'm kind of concerned that this game is doing something like it's mostly just being a book.
As
like,
I say, this is mystifying, and getting to chapter 2 with no choices is a little bit wild.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have been Liz, and it was
great
great playing with you. Bye!